Philly, BEATZ.
I mean, y'all hearing what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? Take a lot for a nigga to get inspired, man. So much bullshit out the thing, man. So much bubble gum. You know what I'm saying? I be having to get the urge to get in this bitch, man. You know
Sometimes you gotta let that thing ride, man. You know what I mean? Rushing this shit.
like waking up sluggish from a long night after they go to the gym. And I still get in there and get the reps.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Rolling woods in my neck of the keeper, excellent and my ethic is catch a move. You kill the editor, bully the bullies, prey on the predator, smoke that premium. Niggas ain't regular, get it and whipping and flipping, accelerator. Lecture sliding through in the Tesla, handle the rock like the professor. Felt the pressure for the lesser, everything coming together. So relentless, more endeavors, hustling more than ever. Better get yours together, fucking them whores together. Catching you and your boys together. Good connection with God, put you and the Lord together. Heaven gates, nigga.
Turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.
Alright, we back, and it's wartime. Niggas done fucked up. They done fucked up. If you've been following the news, first of all, man, if you got a phone, if you got a TV set, this shit is everywhere. Everywhere. They accused the big homie of some bullshit. We're gonna talk about it tonight. Kim.
Hi.
How you doing?
Brooklyn's down bad today.
Yeah, nah, we always up.
No, we
are always up.
I feel for you.
We always up.
Brooklyn is
It's wartime.
down bad.
Iran says Hov didn't do it.
That's a fact. All right, let's get it. What up, though?
Good morning.
Yeah, how you doing, sir?
I feel good, man.
You feel
Hov
good?
ain't-
It's wartime, nigga.
Yup.
It's
Feel
wartime.
good, man. Hov ain't do it. I'm standing on that. I don't believe that.
All the way, A.
Yo, all of them in the building, you already know.
How you feel?
About the whole situation, I don't believe Hov did that, man. I hope Hov didn't do that.
Yeah.
SPINOZO, Brooklyn all day, man. I got it tatted right here, so y'all know where I'm going. Show him the tap, my nigga. Show him the tap. I'm about to get the same. What we doing? You heard?
Well, shit.
You heard?
It is.
You heard? I'm about to get the same shit. MECC, we know your dreads is covering yours.
I got all the boroughs, though.
You got all the boroughs?
You know that.
Oh, yeah,
boroughs
that's right.
of death.
That's right.
Have
But
every
you always
borough.
wear hoodies, so nobody,
I always wear hoodies.
forget about that.
That's why people
All
know
right.
I got all the boroughs.
So who got the story? Who got the story?
Kimberly?
Kimberly.
Damn, he said your whole government.
My whole government.
That's violation.
There's only very few people that call me Kimberly.
She got the chain out.
That's
a
KO
fact.
today.
KO. It's
KO.
wartime. It's KO.
Kimberly, the story, if you will.
So the story, let me read it from a reputable.
Yeah, see, I am few people.
You know what I'm saying? Because this obviously is a story that shook up the nation last night.
It's funny when she do that.
Okay, who are you talking to? We can all hear you.
A story about a very prominent figure in hip hop.
Very prominent figure.
Jay-Z.
I still would like to know why.
What's the story, please?
All right.
Somebody read it all.
So the story that broke last night was Jay-Z being accused of rape of a 13-year-old Jane Doe, who has not been named.
Who has not been named.
This was a lawsuit that was filed initially against Diddy a couple of months ago, or I'm not sure how many months. A couple of months ago it was filed against Diddy. And yeah, there's a lot of details here for us to cover. There's a lot of details for us to cover, so I don't even want to read what it is because there's so much coverage around this story.
But we should start with his statement at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should read
So,
his statement off.
very soon after the news
Shortly after,
broke,
within half an hour.
Yeah.
I
within
believe.
a half
Somewhere
an
in the
hour,
neighborhood
quick.
of 20 to 30
Half an
minutes.
hour.
Quick. I mean, that statement was ready.
We
That statement
respond.
was ready.
We was ready to respond.
That's not out of the norm for Jay-Z. He records songs quick. He come up with ideas quick.
He probably had them lyrics in his head for a minute.
No.
I'm saying, so what I'm
okay.
saying is that it feels like Jay-Z knew that this was coming. right? The attorney has already responded, right? The story broke. The attorney responded, and now Jay-Z, he puts out a statement, and the attorney has been saying things as well on his Instagram. So they've been going back and forth. In his statement, he called him an ambulance chaser. You know, he
In
said...
a cheap suit.
No, read it. Read the statement.
Yeah.
The whole statement?
The whole statement.
We got
Really?
time.
Okay.
And I'll interpret.
Okay. So this is a statement from Jay-Z.
Uh-huh.
My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby.
We was already up on your bullshit.
What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny. Sorry, I didn't. No, sir.
No, sir.
Was that the Brooklyn interpretation?
Fuck out of here.
Okay.
Fuck out of here.
If I had, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny.
You got me fucked up.
You got us fucked up. Bleekers is on his way to Texas in a poo shiesty right now as we speak.
These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one.
I dare you to make this a real case and not some bullshit that you knew the Super Bowl was coming. Okay, right. According to the time that I filed this, and when I would have to respond to you requesting the name of the person or the identity of the person or us getting into the meat and potatoes, you knew the Super Bowl was right motherfucking there, and you thought this was your opportune time to threaten me and get some bread out of me. Fuck out of here.
Exclamation, exclamation. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? Question mark.
We throw them niggas under the jail. When they get inside, you know how it go down.
These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case.
Now, I kill one of them niggas myself.
This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics, exclamation.
Oh, we know about you, pussy nigga. We doing our research too. We already got the drop, homie.
I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby.
You's a piece of shit, and we gonna lay hands on you.
But I promise you, I have seen your kind many times over.
Oh, nigga.
I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity.
FYI, I've never been robbed in my life. Let's go.
My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims.
I gotta explain bozos like you to my kids. That's whack.
And explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit.
You're only doing this shit for some bread.
My heart...
Word.
Oh, is that the word?
Go ahead.
My heart and support goes out to the true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit.
Go ahead. The ambulance chaser, the cheap suit. That was
already Brooklyn?
Yeah, I was already kind of,
Brooklyn.
yeah.
That was already Brooklyn.
You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out the project of Brooklyn. I think he meant project.
I'm from Brooklyn, nigga. I'm from Marcy, nigga. Cough up along where I'm from.
Marcy, son, ain't
Ain't
nothing
nothing
nice.
nice.
Your
Let's get
math
it.
is a funny.
Let's get it.
We don't play these type of games.
Nah, nigga, you about to get your shit knocked back.
We have very strict codes and honor.
And you broke all of them.
We
It's over for
protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am.
Stay tuned, niggas.
Brooklyn.
It's about to get ugly.
He definitely wrote
It's
that.
about to get ugly.
He didn't sign it.
You didn't have to.
It didn't have to.
Yeah, he definitely wrote that.
All
Just
you
in case.
all you hear is boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
You never be able to say these brothers lied to you, Jack.
Are we going
Yo.
to read the statement from the lawyer?
No, we're not.
Oops, sorry. Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
That's all right.
Oh, really?
Fuck that
The
guy.
lawyer
that's
made a
not
statement. Was
fair.
it before or after? Jay?
It's
After
after
that,
this.
he responded to that.
But all right,
Well, that's not fair. If you
I can't
read it.
interpret bitch ass shit like that.
Go ahead, Kim.
Thank you. So the lawyer responded. Recognize this guy? He put a picture of himself. See? He put a picture of himself.
That's not too self-serving.
He said, this is a picture of the weapons platoon commander, Alpha Company, 1st Battalion, 4th Marines from our old Western Pacific cruise book. Despite a coordinated and aggressive effort that has included harassing my kids, contacting my clients and my former clients to encourage them to sue me, contacting my colleagues or former employees asking if I've, quote, abused them, showing up at my current employees' homes to harass them, filing frivolous cases against me and my law firm, defaming me with outrageous assertions to anyone who will listen, and having mysterious people follow me and my family, I'm still that, in all caps, guy. I won't be bullied or intimidated. People will see through this effort to discredit me and my clients, and the truth will be revealed. I also won't allow anyone to scare my clients into silence. Sunlight is the best disinfectant, and I am quite certain the sun is coming.
Yeah, couple of my sons from Brooklyn about to head out that way right now. Yo, all right, chat. Y'all know what it is, man. It's been exposed. We kind of see the play. If you have half a brain, if you understand like the climate of the world that we live in now, we've seen a lot of celebrities lose sponsorships and lose situations behind allegations that we later find out is not true. And obviously this lawyer thinks that he has these celebrities pinned between a rock and a hard place. They're going to pay up because they don't want these headlines. And the world that we live in now is you look at the news is pretty much competing with people on YouTube. The news is competing with all of these different types of platforms that are reporting things. And they feel like they've been missing out on numbers. So now these niggas is running the same rat race that a lot of people are running on YouTube. So they'll pick all this shit up to give it life, to give it a long run on their network and to draw more attention to it. They'll add a sense of validity to these claims and these lawsuits, which I'm pretty sure everyone reporting on them knows this is some bullshit. So the world we live in now is the Channel 4, your homeboys, they got a YouTube channel is picking it up, and so is Channel 4, so is Channel 7, so is CNN, so is MSNBC. All these different places are picking up the same fucking stories. So for these lawyers, they feel like, I know this shit is going to spread like wildfire because integrity is missing right now. It's missing. So all of the biggest news networks, they're going to snatch this bullshit up knowing that it's bullshit. So if you don't want that type of shit to be out, give me some money. But the problem with that is it never ends. It never fucking ends. Because what's to say you pay off this one, what happens when they come with another one? It's even more sick than the original. So I commend Hov for fighting back against this type of bullshit. Immediately. He ain't wait neither. However, do we think that this is going to affect his standings with the NFL?
Well, I think before we get there, we need to talk about what happened. That was yesterday.
Right.
Today, Jay's attorneys filed something asking the courts to release the name of the accuser, the Jane Doe in that lawsuit, or to dismiss the case. They're asking the court.
I think
for
that's
that.
a fair ask. I think
Kim,
that
do you think that's fair?
I don't think that's fair.
I think it's fair.
I think it's fair.
I understand the lawyer's argument, right? I understand why they need to know, but I think this is such a high profile case and we don't know a lot. So in the event, I know you guys don't believe it,
Mm-hmm.
in the event that this is actually true, devil's advocate, don't come at me, then would you really want that person's name to be out in the media if this is a victim that did come forward and say something, if something did happen to this person?
Well, here's the issue. You provide a blind spot that kind of, if it's up to a court to deliberate whether something is factual or not, I think reputation plays a lot in these type of situations. And if you were to release that person's name or identity and you find out that they have a reputation for doing bullshit like this, or they're
The
not
victim,
they're not a
the
person,
attorney, but the victim.
the victim, right? If they have a questionable reputation, then the case gets thrown out.
That's not true.
Well,
So
she's not the victim yet. She's the accuser.
The accuser,
The
not the
accuser.
victim.
She's not a victim yet. Innocent until proven guilty. Right now,
And
she's just
you
making
have
an
and you have
accusation.
every right to face your accuser. So I don't think that it should be redacted in any
Kim,
way.
I'm sorry, Spin. Go ahead.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
I'm done.
Kim, I see where you're coming from, but you shouldn't be able to throw stones and hide your hands.
That's
Like,
a large stone.
Jay's reputation, business, history, all comes under scrutiny because somebody does this. And I don't think you should be able to do this from the shadows. Now, I do think that it's difficult if you are a victim, and let's assume she is, just for the sake of this discussion. If she is a victim, I think it is difficult to come out and show your face and expose everything that happened to you. However, I think that comes with what you need to do.
Exactly.
I don't think you should be able to have your, and I'm speaking, I get that I'm a man. I get that I'm not a victim. You know what I mean? I've never been in this situation. I completely understand that. But in the world we live in, we can't act like people don't lie. We can't act like people don't make things up for a
100%.
cash grab.
I
So if we
understand that.
find out that she's if we find out Hov is completely innocent, then she should have to face everything that comes with that. Hey, no. You don't get to just walk off, and because that accusation, this finger from a victim is serious. This tanks lives, ends businesses, tanks bread. What just happened?
No. Keep going, Matt. All right.
No, it's
Yeah, you can't. This is too serious to do it from the dark, I think, especially if it comes out that you're making shit up. There are too many people who have done this from the safety of their own, anonymous bubble and been allowed to just stroll off when okay, well, no problem, then fine. Well, he's innocent. Oh, okay, well, fuck it then. Like, no. Because the same way we encourage victims to come forward, I think there should be some discouragement for false accusers.
when I hear stories like this, 13 years old, where was the parents? Where was the parents?
You never know. People come from all different types of walks of life. You can't account. You can't really blame it. Well, you could blame it on the parents, but it's not out of the ordinary to assume that somebody could fall into this type of situation, and the parents not be there. You know what I'm saying?
Kids sneak out.
We live in a different type of world now. You know what I'm saying? That shit like this does happen. However, man, there is no consequence for the people who come up with these allegations. And that's the biggest problem. That's the biggest problem. There's no consequence for someone who puts an allegation on someone, ruins their life, ruins their reputation, and just darts off in the night.
And then come forward years later and say, yo, I didn't mean to say that.
Right. We've seen this.
Some bullshit.
We've seen this countless times. We've seen the kids that were encouraged to say horrible things about Michael Jackson.
It was practice.
Years later say, oh, my parents put me up to this and blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, the damage is already done. you know, all these people that are picking up this story and spreading it like wildfire. Some people have an unfair bias, just believing that because he's rich or because he's successful, he must have did something. So yeah, I think he did it. Like all of this shit is already out there. For you to accuse someone and ruin their life like that, no, you good. Your shit got to be on the table too. We need to see like, who the fuck are you? Like, what kind of person are you? Because you're about to turn this shit upside down. Who are you?
Right.
And if we find out that these claims are false or a money grab, there should be some sort of penalty.
Consequence.
Well, he would be able to sue them back.
But sue them
No,
for what?
fuck
If she don't have
suing them.
anything.
For
What the fuck Jay suing them? Yo, what are you gonna sue any one of them for?
Yeah.
Y'all really think lawsuits are all about money?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
How do you get the money when
but
you win? How do you get the money?
I'm gonna
A
tell
lot
you.
of people who file these lawsuits and a lot of these judgments you see, it's just a judgment, it's just a number.
So why is it a civil?
How do you get the money?
What?
When it's all said and done, how do you really get the money? It's in a high profile case like that, I'm thinking like you're suing your business and your brand should be more important than any money you can get from somebody. So if somebody's tarnishing your reputation, yeah, you need to go after them, regardless of what you can get out of them. Because it can't work both ways where you could say, well, she's trying to get money. Like if that's the case, that is the remedy.
All right.
That is the remedy.
But then
if there's
again,
false allegations, right? That's the remedy. Then he needs to sue them back.
what
And
is-
that's what he's
That
doing.
shouldn't only-
Listen, that's what Jay is doing.
That shouldn't only be the penalty that the person receives from that.
You think it should be like criminal?
Well, that's
yes,
Yes,
it should
yes,
be criminal.
yes.
You
Isn't it criminal?
accuse
Is it-
somebody of a
Yes.
crime, and because
And that's one of the worst things you could accuse a man of. Like,
Let's not ignore the fact that Cassie's lawsuit is pretty much open the gate for everything that Diddy's going through right now. Everything. He settled that out, and the feds picked it right up. Like there must be some truth here for him to settle out. Let's pick it up and look at what he's going through right now. So in the event that this type of shit goes down with a slew of celebrities, you know how many celebrities right now have sexual assault allegations against them?
Well, I think that's what Jay-Z was talking about because they sent a demand letter. How many of them settle before it even gets to this? Like, yo, I don't need my name attached to this.
Right.
How much they want? 100,000? Just send that to them. I don't care because it's not worth it at the end of the day for a lot of these people. So I think that's what Jay-Z was talking about when he said, I'm not them.
Yeah, but Diddy settled with Cassie and it didn't help. It didn't
still-
stop
it
it.
didn't
I mean,
help.
I think she pulled another play on.
Possible. But again,
Speculation.
the answer, I mean, no, we know he settled and we know he's in jail right now and that was the tip of the iceberg. That was the beginning of the thing. So it starts unraveling from one point. So like Math said, you give in to a bully once, they keep coming back around. You give them your lunch money.
I think create other bullies.
I think, but we got to think about the bullies of the lawyer too. When you look at who that lawyer came after before, we got the Diddy, we got Jay-Z, we got Travis Scott, we got Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
Deshaun Watson too. He's connected to, right? So it seems as if he
There's a
takes
history.
cases
There's a pattern.
where he's targeting black entertainers, athletes, and things of that nature.
There's a pattern. And this is why no one should be allowed to do these things anonymously. Because as Kim pointed out earlier, in another conversation, character counts. And you get to know the character of a person when you look up their history. Your character is what you've always done. If you walk around with a history of doing wild shit, foul shit, flagrant shit, well, that's your character. If you have a history of walking around doing helpful shit, you might fuck up here, but you try to do something good here, you're working on this and this. Those things count towards your character. Now let's look, we should be able to see the character of the attorney who's filing and the character of the person who's making the accusation. All that shit should count, should come into play. Shouldn't be able to make an accusation in a vacuum.
I think
I agree with Hov, man. If he's being accused of that, come at him with criminal charges. No mediation. No, let's try to work it out. It should be criminal.
Yeah, throw him under the jail.
Yeah.
If I really
this is
did
some
something
shit-
with a little kid, you should want to see me in jail, not my wallet.
Right.
You should want to see me inside of the jail, not the inside of my pockets. So let's do that dance. This way, when the time comes, who filed false claims.
There's a pattern of this stuff when it comes to black entertainers. Like when you think of Jay-Z, I wouldn't think that Jay-Z would ever do anything like that, right? If they was to come after him, I would have thought about some drug dealing, something like that. With Diddy, maybe connected to something else in the street.
Money laundering or something like that.
They attack black men who get to a certain level with some type of sexual allegation. Bill Cosby, Diddy, Jay-Z, who else they?
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
There's a
What else is
clear
gonna stick?
pattern
Pause.
just constantly being played out where they'll test the water with some bullshit. A headline will come out here and there. They'll see if people bite, see if people are talking about it. The media right now, they are jumping on anything. Anything.
You said it. There's no integrity.
Except for, you know, Ben Affleck being charged with the same shit. George Bush Sr. being charged with the same shit. Like I could run down the list of like 30 other celebrities who are white that we're not hearing anything
Look at the Abercrombie guy. We heard that for a week and then it just fell off the map.
And then it just fucking disappeared. But here we are.
And you know this is going to be a marathon. This is going to
The Abercrombie guy is not a celebrity. Jay is. Diddy is. Higher profile.
I just named two others.
Ben Affleck.
Well, no, I'm just speaking, and not to mention the fact that an SA accusation, actual assault accusation, those are the kind of accusations that, whether you prove them or not, they're very damaging.
Yeah.
Like they're very, just the accusation alone is, you know what I mean? If you are being accused of raping a 13-year-old girl, that's not the kind of thing you even want floating around you.
Right.
Like, forget about, you know, because I see a lot of people saying, well, you need to keep that same energy you kept with Drake. And it's like, okay, I hear you, but we talking about forcefully forcing yourself on a woman. Ain't nobody ever accused Drake of doing that.
Right.
You know what I mean? That you got. Trust me, we're all keeping the same energy in here. That's not the same thing at all. What they're accusing Hoffa of doing is some other shit. So I think he should be able to. I think he should be able to face it. She's not 13 now.
No, we know that.
Right. So I think it's not like we still talking to a little girl. I think he should be able to.
Was she like what? She'd be like 30?
This is 2000. She was 13 in 2000. It's 2024.
Yeah. The details of this shit is just ridiculous. Like,
is she going to remain a Jane Doe?
No, they said Jane Doe could describe the house, the driveway, and I forget what the third thing was, but the news kept saying she could describe the house and the fucking driveway. If you got Google Maps, you can do that shit. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Like, why is it that these type of stories just get so much run? Like, where's the people that are saying, this is bullshit, I can't report on this?
That's not how that works.
Yeah. And that's what makes it a dangerous place for black men in America, because obviously, and I challenge everybody that's watching this shit, Google right now, celebrities with sexual assault cases right now, this minute, you'll be scrolling till tomorrow, seeing nothing but white faces, but you're not hearing about none of that shit. But it seems like they just keep attacking the brothers, and that's whack.
I'm more upset when other platforms cover it in a negative light instead of being neutral. Like they picking sides and stuff when it comes to our black entertainers and things like that, because we seeing a pattern now.
That's what I was just about to say.
But a lot of our black people too be attacking our own peoples too.
I know.
Yeah.
That be the bad shit. You know what I'm saying?
They're well-trained dogs.
Yeah,
like I tell people, white supremacy, don't think it's white people. White supremacy is an ideology.
Right.
Anybody could do that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, they're in the comments. Yeah, there are people in the comments. Hov did that shit. Like, you were there.
Yeah, but that's people in it.
And if you were there,
listen,
why you arguing with the bots, man?
I just think it's hilarious.
So, I mean, I think they're serious allegations. I think they should be taken seriously. And I think the media has a responsibility.
But
to
why
report on
always
both
that
sides.
one though? Like, there's so many crimes in the world. Why do they put that on black men? Like,
Because
in power?
they believe that we're savages. It's easier to paint a picture that we're savage, oversexed, hypersexual thugs.
Yeah.
It's very easy to paint that picture.
And then
Most people already believe that about us.
Most of the lyrics is like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
sure. Dangerous and sexy is the cornerstone of a lot of these rap lyrics. But you want to know why that's the play? It's because it's easy to believe that a black man is capable of doing that. It's easy.
That's
It's
right.
easy for them to believe that.
I mean, when you look back at, you know, a lot of cases that's similar to this, how many black athletes' future's been ruined
Mike Tyson,
off of shit like this.
Kobe wasn't hurt too bad from his.
Right.
But he dropped $8 million on the ring to make sure that shit.
I mean, I don't mean
he also that if you look at that case, his accuser became known, and her character came in.
But wasn't
Right.
and I'm gonna say allegedly, Ben Roethlisberger, wasn't he accused of some events with women?
I'm not super familiar on his case, so
Yeah.
don't make me lie. But like when Kobe's case came out, I remember his accuser came out and all kinds of dirt came out, and she was bragging about it at the party, and all kinds of stuff came out. So it was it got different. All of a sudden, she wasn't this faceless, nameless, innocent picture in your head.
When you found out she was smashing 3 dudes in the same day, something different, right? It hit a little bit different, right?
She became a real person with a real history and a real pattern, and real friends and real thoughts and real quotes. And now all of a sudden you can't picture her that way because you're seeing the reality.
I think things gonna change after this Jay-Z situation. Jay-Z is one of the biggest fish.
I think
that
the
you're gonna
law
get.
need to change.
I think
He's gonna
so,
push
too.
that. He's gonna push for that.
I think the
that
law need to change.
You shouldn't be able to put these type of allegations on somebody, especially if you know that they're damning, they ruin business relationships as well as personal ones. Like this can't continue like this. This can't keep being an avenue for people to take. That shit is fucked up.
It's a money
Like
grab.
they sit in a room together like this is what we gonna do. It's all like a plan to take a nigga down and shit.
Well, I'm eager to see what happens.
What do you do in this
Go to trial.
position?
What Hov's doing?
Yeah.
Well, exactly what he's
If you're
doing.
innocent, you do what he's doing.
ASAP, immediately.
Does that bring about change?
No, he gotta weather the storm.
If you're
If after he
innocent,
weather the
you do what
storm,
he's doing.
it's gonna bring about change.
If you're innocent, you got money. If you're innocent, you have the resources to fight. You do what he's doing.
And somebody who's been accused of shit before, mentally, it disturbs you. It damages you. It makes you paranoid. You no longer know who to trust. You don't know how to be comfortable around certain women anymore. It's like it affects you in a real fucked up way. You walk around not knowing who's thinking the shit in the back of their minds. You know what I'm saying? Who was in the comments that's around you? Who really believes that? Who's been around you for years but believes that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the issues that I had with a good friend of mine is when I was accused of something, this person was interviewed and they said, I don't put nothing past nobody. And for that reason, we didn't speak for damn near a decade. Like, you just, like, this type of shit is like, is weird. It gives you just a weird feeling inside. Like, and it's more of like, y'all think that way of me? Like, really? And just reading these comments. A lot of these people that's leaving these comments, you never spent a day with this man. But to be believing or to say someone is guilty or innocent, you could just stay out of it. But it's sick, bro. It's sick. And I feel like it's geared by, okay, if this person is successful, if this person is on a higher level,
They did something.
They did something. They violated. They worship the devil. They're part of the Illuminati. Blah blah blah. This is the shit that they've been doing. It's ridiculous, bro. It's almost like somebody mentally mapped a path to just, if you're a minority and a celebrity, this is where you lose, no matter what.
No black celebrity should feel safe at this point.
None.
New levels, new devils. you heard?
With no bias whatsoever on either side, I'll say I'm looking forward to all the facts coming out.
Thank you.
With no bias on either side, not knowing the accused or the accuser, I'll say, now that we've spoken on all the details and covered some of the angles, I'll say I'm looking forward to seeing I'm looking forward to all the facts coming out.
You think it's going to get
I'm looking forward to some godly retribution, some uncanny, just
however it
this
goes.
motherfucker was ran over by 18 horses just
18
out of the
horses.
blue. Like, no, because I feel like
Where did you get the horses?
I'm just saying,
He said uncanny.
Did you take it to the Meadowlands? Like
uncanny.
That's dumb funny.
That falls within the realm of uncanny, or just just something that hurts, something that sends a message, a shockwave out there to anyone who thinks this is the avenue that I can take and immerse my wealth. This is how I can become rich
so crazy.
and popping. I can do this.
No, so crazy, Mav. There's people that's thinking on the opposite, that feel like these men think that they so powerful that they could do whatever they want, and we want to show them that they can't. So it's happening on both ends, man.
I mean, as the only woman in the room, I'll tell y'all right now, I feel uncomfortable stating my real opinion.
Well, go ahead then.
No, because as the only woman in the room and understanding what it is to be in situations where women are afraid to speak out because of this, I'm not giving no one no extra leverage because you're a celebrity. And I've been in rooms with a lot of these dudes. I'm not vouching for nobody's character. I don't know what they do behind closed doors. I'm not saying he did anything. But I'm saying I'm watching this play out like everybody else. So I'll reserve my judgment before I jump off of a building and like, oh, he didn't do it. Like, I don't know what's going down.
But you have to have some sort of judgment.
I do have judgment. Hold on, before you finish, because you ain't let me finish. You spoke for a long time about how you spoke for a long time, man.
Oh my
You spoke for a long time
Come on,
about
Kim.
it.
Come on.
Go ahead, do your
Okay.
thing. Emotion.
See, emotions. Now it's my emotions. I can't just have an informed opinion about things that I'm seeing out there.
That's
and
not
I'm
why
taking
saying
it all
that.
in.
That's not why I'm saying that.
The lawyer might look a little ambulance chasey. Okay.
So can we acknowledge that?
I'm acknowledging it.
All right.
I'm acknowledging it. Okay.
All right, so-
120 lawsuits against Diddy. For sure. 120 lawsuits against Diddy and all of the hotline. Yeah, look a little ambulance chasey.
Oh, then
But I'm not gonna
That's
say
not a little.
then where's
That's
the
a
speech
lot.
for that? Where's the speech for that?
I just said it.
No, that's no. That's not the same type of thing.
All I'm saying is I'm not going to automatically assume that things aren't true because I know somebody or I think they're the hottest person out.
Okay, Kim. All right.
I'm not going to assume that I'm just watching things play out.
Kim,
I'm
with
watching
you.
things
You're
play
right.
out.
I'm with you. I'm with
That's
you.
it.
Kim.
So I'm not going to sit up here and be like, yeah, this crazy. They coming at Jay. I don't know what was going on.
Kim, as the woman in the room, this is something I'm interested in. Let's where's the pause button?
Pause it before you even say it.
Let's do the other side,
Okay.
right? Let's think about if you're a woman and you had a run-in with a powerful celebrity, right? At a very young age. Let's say you snuck out of the house and you got into some wild shit way over your head.
Hypothetically speaking.
And the night went very wrong.
Right.
In a very real way, right?
Right.
Now you have to try and figure out how to come at this celebrity who since 2000 has only gotten more famous, more rich, more powerful, more loved. You have to figure out that side of it. You got to, who's going to take your case? It's got to be somebody who's got a history of doing this kind of thing. You got to find somebody who has the confidence to do it. You got to figure a lot of lawyers are going to be like, nah, I'll pass. This dude's got how much money? He'll bury us. Nah, not even worth it. I'm not putting my reputation up. You wilding. How long ago was it? Nah, I'm not doing that.
And that's the crazy thing.
Okay, so wait, what's the question? What's the question?
Well, I'm not giving a question because I didn't ask a question for Jay.
Oh, I thought you were asking me.
There's no question here, but I said let's do the other side. Same thing we did for Jay. Let's now do this from the
right. And let me take it a step further, right? Let me just think I'm, young. Nobody wants to help me. Maybe I'm a victim. Hypothetical. Maybe I'm a victim. Nobody's taking the case.
Maybe nobody believes you.
Nobody believes me. And in 2024, the age of Aquarius comes, and it's down with everybody. And everyone is looking for victims. I'm saying you turn over enough stones, right? You're going to find something?
So you join with the lawyer who already has 120 pending cases, who has the reputation.
Maybe that's the only lawyer.
Wait, I'll let you
wanna...
talk. I'll let you talk.
Might be.
So you join with this guy who has a reputation of extorting black celebrities, but with the same repeated pattern of behavior. And this is the route that you're taking?
I thought about that.
Wow. So maybe we should examine, all right, okay, if this guy's a slime ball and we can clearly see that he's a slime ball, why are we just so quick to say, you know what, I'm not putting nothing past nobody? Why not look at the situation and say, yo, this shit been going on with black men for a very long time now. Maybe this is fishy. Maybe this is fishy should be the first thought.
Right? Before the Super Bowl.
But before I'm not putting nothing past nobody. Maybe we should see, yo, there's been a fucking pattern of this shit happening to black celebrities for the longest time now. This shit just can't be, oh my goodness, but I get it.
The Jay-Z stuff looks fishy. Do you want me to say that?
I'm just saying.
The Jay-Z stuff looks fishy.
I need
However,
you to say
I'm
that
watching.
Instead of, I don't put nothing past nobody because
I
that
said
right
that, though.
there.
I said that. The Jay-Z stuff looks fishy.
As a black man in America, knowing countless black men have gone down for crimes that they were not guilty of, it just feels really fucked up when someone that we have idolized and made, well, not idolized, but celebrated for decades, gets in the hot water and we just pull the defense back because we ain't swearing for nobody. That's crazy. It's crazy. There's no other race in this country that does that to their own. None of them. You gotta present hard facts. Video footage, tape recordings. You gotta have all this type of shit to bring down Epstein. But for Diddy, you just gotta say it.
Okay.
Or for Jay, you just gotta say it.
Okay, wait.
Like, that's crazy.
Wait. You're not wrong, but that's not true. You're not wrong, though, but that's not true. When it happens to other celebrities, there are just as many people who are like guilty.
Hey, why your finger on?
Sorry. Pardon me.
I rebuke that.
You know what? Taylor.
There you go.
There are just as many people. Like if you're watching the news, we're not in that bubble, but when that happens with them, there are always a horde of people like, no, he did it, she did it, he did it. They don't have any shortage of that. So we don't have the monopoly on that.
I don't see that.
Because we're not in that world. We're not in that lane. However, in that lane, in that world, when their news breaks, they have no shortage of people talking about guilty. Powerful man, he's ugly, guilty. Oh, look at he's fat. This is the only way he can get a woman in bed. Guilty. Casting couch, guilty. I'm not saying certain things don't get swept under the rug.
That is not true. They will elect a motherfucker to be president before they say that.
That's one guy. But meanwhile, Epstein hung himself. And meanwhile, what's the other homeboy who was running the casting couch?
But the evidence on Epstein.
Weinstein, thank you. Weinstein.
The evidence on these guys was overwhelming.
Yeah,
I'm talking about this shit made the headlines yesterday, and there's already people saying, "Bro, well, I ain't putting nothing past nobody." That's crazy.
He was being called guilty before the trial even came, though. That's all I'm saying. I said you're not wrong.
Right.
I said you're not wrong. I just said black people don't have the monopoly on guilty. We don't have the monopoly on that. That's not, they do get down like that too.
Social media alone been pointing that whole, before this even happened.
Well,
it's been going crazy.
What's his name? Cat Williams was throwing signals out there during his Shannon Sharp interview. I mean, he was talking about this type of stuff.
He's somewhere right now licking his chops.
But to be honest, like, to predict this type of shit, I could just say, entertainer, black,
Powerful.
billionaire.
Right.
And we could run down the list. We could run down the list.
And it ain't too many.
They don't even have
I
to
don't
be
know.
built.
The Cat Williams shit was a little different.
I don't need a crystal ball. I don't need a crystal ball. I just need to be someone who's been paying attention the past decade
Right.
and say, oh, black billionaire. Oh yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
But what Cat Williams said, he said something
He
about.
said Diddy be wanting the party.
No,
And
I
you
mean,
got
what-
to
no,
tell him
no. What he
no.
said, he
Ain't
said
that
something.
what he said?
He
though?
said that.
Ain't that what he said?
But he said something else about
Him being
this person won't let their wife or significant other do interviews for 20 years. Her light skinned face or whatever he was saying.
He
And
said
it was
a
like,
lot. He
yeah,
said a
I'm
lot.
He was
like,
going
who he was talking
He went
about?
crazy. But this is what I'm saying. So you're saying that that's who he was talking about?
Possibly, I don't know.
So maybe he knew something that we didn't know. I don't know.
And
it's
if he
innocently-
knew, if this was what it is, if he knew, then Hov knew. And that's why when it
And maybe
went
that's
out,
why he's prepared.
and he was prepared for it. He
I
knew
think
it.
I definitely think he knew something was going down.
I
I
mean-
definitely think that he was prepared for
Maybe
all
he
of
That
saw
letter
the,
was-
maybe he
There
saw
was
the
a
same.
lawsuit that was filed against the attorney a couple of weeks ago or something like that, right? Where it was a high-profile celebrity, but it wasn't named. And now the lawyer has said that lawsuit filed against his firm was Jay.
Maybe he saw the same pattern that Math is talking about. Maybe he just, hey, listen, okay.
I think
Puff,
they all got those
I'm
statements
next.
ready to go now.
Let me get myself together.
Hey, the richest one was Kanye.
Well,
We
Kanye
saw what
didn't do
happened.
it.
We saw what
You
happened.
said Kanye did what?
He didn't do it.
But we
Kanye,
saw it.
Right.
Kanye skyrocketed,
Soon as they start
past
talking about him
everybody,
being a
and then
billionaire.
here we go.
About him being a billionaire.
Here
It
we
was-
go.
Well, I'll vouch for his character, is what I'm saying.
You'll vouch
For
for
Kanye?
Kanye's
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't put nothing past nobody. I wouldn't put
Listen, I
nothing
ain't saying, I
past
don't know.
nobody.
I don't know. I gotta see what the
Yes, you did. You
accusations
said I
are.
wouldn't put nothing past nobody.
Listen,
That's true,
I'd
too.
rather be
That's true,
wrong.
too.
I'd rather be wrong, but I know that there's a scarcity of protection for black men in this country. So if
Scarcity, there's none.
So if doing my part is saying, yo, I don't believe that shit, I got a right to say that. We got hundreds and hundreds of years of this country saying we did shit that we did not do.
It's a whole bunch of motherfuckers in jail for that same
Facts.
exact shit.
So I don't gotta believe none of this shit until it's proven.
How about this? I hope he's innocent. I hope all the truth comes out, and I hope he's innocent.
I hope
Of course.
he's innocent.
Of course.
I
I think
hope-
everybody hopes he's innocent. Nobody wants to
I
see
can't
Jay-Z.
tell. I can't
Nobody
tell.
wants
You
to
can't
see
tell.
Jay-Z go
That's
down
funny.
like
Can't
that.
tell.
Well, I know I will say that. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? I don't want that to be true. Shoot, I've been a Jay-Z fan since 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I want somebody that I'm not going to use that word idolize, but someone that I respect, right? And respecting what he's done in
Whose
the
work you
business.
admire?
Right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that to be true. I'm just saying, as this stuff is playing out, I'm paying attention. That's it. I'm paying attention. So I won't sit here and say, oh, well, even though I might think this lawyer is a bit of an ambulance chaser, I'm not going to just totally discredit what's coming out, because I think the media has a responsibility to be able to tell what's going on. So if a lawsuit is filed, right, then you should be against a high-profile celebrity of that stature.
It behooves you to pay attention.
How you not going to report on that?
It makes me feel like something was said to someone higher up and they ain't like it. And now this is the result of it.
I mean, it definitely looked like there's been a lot of stuff, like you said.
But
Social
also,
media's
like he
been
said,
naming
it's
him
mad
as
big.
social media's been saying, what have they been saying? They've been pointing, he's next, he's next, he's next. So we knew it's like someone was orchestrating some sort of takedown, right? And nothing gets past me in terms of media. So I look at it like all the MIA stuff that came out last week when she was taking jabs and saying her story. And that's her truth. You know what I'm saying? He said something and that comes out. It don't get past me that Tasha K does the interview on Friday with the guy who alleges
Usual suspect.
that he's his son, right? And that's the first interview I've ever seen with that kid. That's the first interview I've
And
ever
then
seen.
shit like that makes me feel
Right.
like
So
this
that
is
doesn't
mapped
get
out.
past me. Right.
Yeah,
It
This
does
is mapped
feel
out.
very orchestrated. Yes, I'm conceding on
Yeah,
that.
that shit sound
yes,
crazy.
that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at both sides. I'm just saying I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at everything. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm looking at everything. That's it.
I just pray and pray and pray for some sort of righteous retribution. You know what I mean? We've been hearing about, lightning striking
She onto
places.
something.
You know what I'm saying? I just wish one day it would actually just come true and a couple of these motherfuckers would get hit right in the middle of their cap, bro. I just pray for that because it's foul, bro. And it's scary living in a world where motherfuckers will look at you and see you and scheme on you and come up with shit like that and just ruin your whole fucking reputation. And 9 times out of 10, ain't nobody going back months later to say, yo, we was wrong. We was wrong. You don't get a lot of views on that.
No, the correction is always quieter than the
Yo,
accusation.
very
Yeah,
quiet.
you know that.
Very
You
quiet.
know that.
Private apologies for public slander is kind of normal.
So you call that slander?
Well, let's talk about the people who are coming out in support of him because a few celebrities have, like Meek
Uncle
Mill
Murda.
says something,
Right.
right?
Uncle Murda, Tony
He said
Yayo.
that's not true,
Soldier Boy.
but they said something different.
I want to get to this, and this is going to be tricky. A lot of people are going to use Beyonce's age to try to point their way in the direction of this shit being true.
I don't know if that's a can of worms you want to open.
I will open this can of worms. It's not a problem.
It's a
for
lot
me.
of stuff.
If I know, okay, that's fine. Do we know of anything illegal taking place in that? As far as that goes, was she of age? Was she of a legal age?
There's been so much stuff online about the interviews that they've done over the years, talking about when they got together.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that when they met, not got together, she was 16.
Right.
Right? But it's a lot of interneting.
It's a lot of internet.
It's a lot of
internet.
clips resurfacing.
And people
It's a lot of interviews that look suspect. The same way when all this stuff came out about Diddy, remember how all those things didn't age well? All of a sudden, everybody saw the clown video and was like, oh my God.
No, but
the Halloween video, remember what I'm talking about? So there are a lot of videos right now that are going to come out of the two of them addressing when their relationship started.
I want to point out.
I've seen a few
I want to
already.
point out that there's a huge difference between 19 and 13.
Yes.
Right.
Is a
Depending on
huge
how the girl
difference
looks.
between 19 and 13. That's all I want to say. Because
13 is wild.
motherfuckers will be like, well, but that is crazy. That's nuts. Nah, come on.
And 18 for the record is legal.
16 in some
Depending
states.
on states. Yeah.
16 in some states. 16 is legal in Nevada.
It's legal.
Still
Yeah.
gross.
It's still
It's
a
still-
little
It
Doesn't
weird.
matter. The fact that it's
If
legal is
you
disgusting.
a certain age.
That shit is disgusting.
But again,
Can't look
I
at
want to
it.
point out that people are going to try to use that to point way down there.
They've been looking at that.
And it's not the same. Let's not forget that we've enjoyed watching this couple be together for the past decade and a half. Wasn't nobody looking at it like, oh, this is wicked, this is evil, this is the. Please don't attempt to corrupt that now. Please do not attempt to corrupt that now.
They got beautiful kids, beautiful family.
Give Jay-Z the same energy that y'all give Elvis. Nobody ain't say nothing about fucking Elvis.
No, Elvis was worse.
No, that's what I'm saying.
When I say, no, Elvis was actually like,
No, he was that.
He was that.
He was that.
He was that.
But they don't hold him accountable.
No, you want to do something, start with Jerry Lee Lewis.
or Woody Allen.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Woody
that
Allen. That was a stepdaughter.
That was a
or something like
stepdaughter.
that, right?
Jerry Lee Lewis was a second cousin. So,
the fuck is going on, man?
a lot of nastiness. You talked about righteous retribution. As soon as you said it, the first thing I thought of was the healthcare story.
Are we gonna move to that? Or we want to
Might
do
as
these?
well.
I think there's some. I think there's
No, we
some
missing.
more stuff.
We missing one.
We talk about a
The
lot
light-
with Jay-Z
the-
because so much has happened within a 24-hour period. Everybody's talking about he got 100 problems now. So I think that
She's trying to
I
drop
caught it.
metaphors.
I caught it. She
I
tried
Trying to drop
sneak it in.
metaphor.
She tried to sneak it in.
I didn't try to sneak it in. I said it.
Pause.
But his mother-in-law, Tina Knowles, has posted that her account was hacked. And that was after a number of different websites have reported that she liked a post where the article was reported. So like there was a report of this lawsuit and the allegations, and numerous blog sites ran with the fact that she liked the post, right?
And didn't take it down.
Right. And
After the
then,
blog.
so she responded pretty quickly. Like she's, we should probably pull up her statement.
Pull up her statement.
But she definitely responded.
I
and
know
said
for
she
sure
was hacked.
50 Cent saw that shit and was like,
Oh, that's right.
Scooby-Doo?
He definitely posted.
Like,
Fifth don't waste no time,
oh, man.
That's that cancer shit, man.
I think y'all
I think he took that one down.
y'all gotta understand that for every black man or
He took
any
that down.
minority out there
Fifth took it down.
that aspires to reach a certain level, to walk amongst the stars, the road is just, it's starting to look so corroded and scary that I believe that like just the climate that we're in is probably scaring people out of their dreams.
On 50 Cent page.
I want to read a Tina Knowles statement. She says, I was hacked. As you all know, I do not play about my family. So if you see something uncharacteristic of me, just know that it is not me. Please stop playing with me. No weapon formed against me, against my family shall prosper.
You heard? You heard?
That was Beyonce's mother's statement.
Now, how many of you niggas was like, see, look, she liked the post. There's something going on there. Turn the camera on. Let's talk about it. Crazy.
Someone said,
Crazy.
Solange liked the post.
That's wild. They said Solange liked the post.
No, they
That's
said,
crazy.
did she? They were asking the question. They was being funny.
Math, I'm on your side on this a lot because I personally hate. I really hate that we find the destruction of great people so entertaining.
Right.
That people are so thirsty to see somebody fall. Guilty, innocent, whatever. Like somebody's so quick to label somebody a slime ball and this and he's that and he's this. You don't like his business ethics, and all of a sudden he's capable of doing like some morally reprehensible shit.
Wow,
This is entertainment. That's why.
Yeah,
why is it entertaining the niggas?
Entertaining.
What
I
type
hate
of
that we're
what type
entertained
of
by this. That's
sick-
what I'm saying.
This is the Hunger Games.
What type of sick
Over 4K in the
individual?
room, keep them lights going.
What you
Over
said,
4K in the
delete
room.
it.
Salute.
Oh,
Over
we were
4K.
talking about the Tina Knowles story.
But what kind of sick environment do we live? Like, yo,
Shit.
I feel for y'all, man. If there's anybody watching that has a dream that aspires to reach for the stars and be somebody in this world, you gotta be scared to death. Scared to death that if you fly too close to the sun, somebody's gonna come out and be like, that motherfucker touched the little girl. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah, that's nasty.
oh, yo, he raped her, da-da-da. Like, it's wild,
And
bro.
it's never nothing else. It's always
It's
that.
wild. It
You
is
know this
wild.
can happen to you. Like, please know if what we're saying in this room is true, if what we're saying in this room is even halfway true, know that your aspirations will lead you to this room, to this moment where somebody seeks to destroy you for whatever purposes. Just understand that the further up you go, the closer you are to this kind of end. If you've ever heard a Hov song and thought, I want to be like that, or ever heard a Diddy beat and saw a Bad Boy and thought, man, I want to do that. Like, what we're saying is there seems to be a pattern with powerful men at the end of that powerful black men, where their road ends this way. And if we're right, bro, you're on your way to this.
Now, I made this correlation the other day, and I want y'all to like, I don't know who's into the whole spiritual thing. I don't know who you know, it looks at things with looking for a deeper meaning. I find it funny or a wild coincidence that Jay-Z is 55.
And Diddy 55.
Diddy is 55. Now the angel number meaning, if you're into that type of shit, for 5-5, it represents change, growth, and a spiritual awakening. It embraces new experiences, even if they seem daunting. Be brave, stay positive, trust your intuition, recognize your personal growth. Another wild thing that Kim kind of brought to my attention is that the day that
the trial is set.
Diddy's trial starts is 5-5. Even down to Tony Busby, if you count the letters in his name, it's 10, 5 and 5. I don't know if there's some weird connection, and if you guys see any other number connections to this shit, I don't know what's going on. I'm just saying, if that's the meaning to this, then hopefully these guys come out victorious, or their names get cleared of any wrongdoing, or they're on a path to becoming a better person. You dig what I'm saying? Numerology, yeah, it gets deep.
It does get deep. I have a astrological quote that I'd like to read that came out earlier this year about 2024. And it says, it is a time for a change of the guard as we kiss outdated political and celebrity monarchs of the past 2 decades goodbye and usher in a revolution. Although we won't be moving into tech-savvy activist communes overnight, 2024 is a year for overthrowing unjust governance. I mean, you just want to read horoscopes. I want to do that too.
Watch the party die.
Right. And what I take
that was earlier this year. That was crazy.
What I take from that, if you know,
unjust governance.
You know, I'm not trying to get in this for Kamala Harris argument again or whatever, but what I take from that is that if we're looking at these things from the outside and we're like, yo, this is fucked up, maybe there is a change coming. Maybe someone in Congress is going to say, we can't allow this to keep happening. We got to alter the laws on this, a stipulation or whatever, where this just can't keep happening. You know what I mean? Because anyone could fall victim to this. Anyone who has any type of status or image or public image can fall victim to somebody coming along saying, hey, I saw you just got a Nike deal. Yo, I got this call from a 12-year-old that said you touched her inappropriately at a picnic, at your cousin's picnic. Give me $150,000, and it doesn't come out. That's crazy. And that's what's really going on here.
That's what Jay-Z was talking about. And when he said, I'm not like them, they know that it's people that's getting these demand letters and paying that tab. It's a fact.
Yo, the timing is just so crazy.
That's pretty much blackmail.
The timing is accurate.
The timing is
That's why Jay-Z said blackmail.
Oh my God.
Ha, blackmail. Get it?
Blackmail. Wow, that's wild.
Yeah, I don't like that. Black stuff is
not the double entendres.
Bars.
I'm just
You're
saying.
welcome.
It is.
Oh my goodness.
You know, sometimes
I can see Jay-Z saying that.
Yeah.
Black plague.
Black males is 10
Blackout.
letters. 5 and it's crazy. It's crazy. It's sickening though.
Are we chalking this up to the cost of doing business?
No.
Nah.
Because it don't happen to everyone.
If we think it's so inevitable.
No, I think that these wicked people who have chose this path of, you can't feel comfortable with yourself doing shit like this. You just can't. You just can't.
I think you're talking from somebody who has like morals, and you're assuming that everybody has them.
No, because even in moments in my life where I did something that, wasn't of high moral standings, I still had a feeling in my heart like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be doing
Again, you're
this,
assuming that
what
everybody has that. I don't.
I mean? I
don't assume that everybody has a moral compass or morals to begin with. I think there are a lot of very highly functioning sociopaths out there who just don't know what it is to feel bad.
When we hear when these things happen to celebrities, we had Bill Cosby was trying to buy NBC. Diddy got into an argument with the alcohol.
Yeah.
What did Jay-Z do?
Good question.
What did Jay-Z
What
do?
did Jay-Z do?
That's what I said. He had to do something.
I don't think he did anything. I think all this is BS, bro.
I mean, well, you know.
But if we
Kendrick to the Super Bowl?
no, because no.
Not
Hey,
for me.
hey.
You like this guy that be calling people pedophiles, huh? We got you.
Don't forget,
We got you.
between Kendrick and Beyonce, they're very black power up at the Super Bowl. They Black Panthers doing it like, hey. Since we're all speculating, since everybody's guessing, hey.
Yo, this shit is a fucking, everything's a big ass.
Yo, go look what Fifth just posted. Look what 50 just
What
posted.
is 50 doing? Chat, what is 50 doing right now, man? What is 50
Fifth
doing?
is crazy for that. You heard her spin?
What, the Bomeo joint?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. He just gotta say something about Bomeo.
Fifth is crazy.
He just posted Bo Mayo. Free Bo Mayo, man.
It said 7 hours ago. I don't know how I missed that.
Yo, I miss Bo Mayo, son. I miss my son. Yo, I miss Bo, son. I love my money. I fuck my money.
If Bomeo was out right now with 50.
Bo Mayo be going crazy right
going
now.
Crazy.
I wish we had the Boondocks still out.
The Boondocks, you can go watch that?
No, I mean new episodes.
New episode, yeah, new episode.
Yeah, they would have broke this whole shit down.
Shout out to Aaron Magruder. I wish.
The Simpsons didn't predict
They would have broke
I'm
this
sure they did. There's a million
The
Simpsons
Simpsons
episodes. Go have a look.
That shit is dumb funny.
But
South Park might do something.
I can't wait for Dave Chappelle's next stand-up.
Chat, how do y'all feel about
That's if
this
he don't get
situation?
accused by then.
Nigga.
Chat.
He said, we'll see.
Let's check the chat out before we switch subjects and see how they feel about this shit.
Nigga said Jay-Z trying to bring the casino to Times Square.
Is that it?
Nah.
Is that it?
Nah.
Wait, you sure?
You said what?
You sure?
Jay-Z trying to bring the casino to Times
Yeah,
Square.
40 casinos to Times Square.
He's gonna donate money and all that, right?
Could that be it?
That's an Illuminati
Damn,
move.
that was-
They with him on that one.
Yeah. Ha! Yeah, I'm so special, I'm so special, I'm so special, so special, so special. I'm like Ichigo, master in a red suit. This my Bankai form, I'm about to let loose. Better make your next move your best move. Straight out the gate, niggas gon' hate and try to test you. Watch who you with, who your mans, who you next to. If you take a hit with son assist like a nephew.
You can never check us, homie, this a chess move. Wrote this on a little short bus, I'm so special. If Mav say get him, I'ma get him. Ain't no talking when I pull up. Park up, hop out, run down with my hood up. Now what the fuck are you hating for? Can't DFG get money anymore?